Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now back to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
18 Gator.
13 on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds Stills complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
94.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And now he'll top. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Come on, D. Single, slot. Hey.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
No game on this defense. No game.
They'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you...
Ready.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Let's go.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing game as we saw there. And you know he has the capability. You think back to 2012, breaking in with Indy. He had 45 catches that season. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 4. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that? It was absolutely locked.
Set. 8-3. Don't get nervous. 2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. It's complete. Stills. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ready?
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Gonna look deep for... He's got a man. Complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to.
And this is caught by Allen for a Dolphins touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Allen. The big fella, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dwayne Allen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Ready. 60 or.
Let's go, D.
Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen's got it complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent.
Set, ready. 10 Lobo.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Set up. 8, read.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
We got 4. We got 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a completion to Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. He lets this one fly, and this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Ready up. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the set. 58, come on. Let's get the ball.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just
and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Stills. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During
Okay, ready?
Watch 49.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
now a play fake here on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Go set. 15 line it. 15 line. Hey! Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.